elevation. We're in Power Field, Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Kids at the 25-yard line. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, he's not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. Completed over the middle. Oh, he lost the football, but the Broncos will get it back. Woo, heads up play to recover that one. A new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
And the Broncos, first down.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down, they're going to the option. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. After the penalty, just 4 yards to go here on second down. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's first and 10 at the 28. Warren, quick on the draw. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Shoots away from one. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Going to the ground again on first. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. That one. Right down the middle. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're led by one of the fastest quarterbacks in the game from Alabama. Here's Jalen Milroe.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
First down throw here from Milroe. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
And the first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
That's the first down, and he's still going. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 22. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
This is Jeanty on second. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Counter give to Jeanty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness, the pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
Man downfield, and Myers has it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Vegas first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Looking inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Giving this to Jeanty. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Call it a 70-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the first down run often leads to second down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. From the gun, Milroe. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and goal. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. This is Jeanty. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Harvey now to return it. in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Broncos and Courtland Sutton taking the field once again. And the number of times he's been targeted has led to some serious results. He's currently top 5 in the NFL in receptions. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And that play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
And the Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at first down here. A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's second down now.
Just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And give him the 47-yard line, Brock, as he's nestled up right near that first down marker.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Dobbins. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's third down.
No gain on the
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. They'll air it out on third. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30.
at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Milroe from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down. Shotgun now for Milroe. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jeanty. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Milroe throwing on third down. He has the first over the middle. Get some space around midfield. Still fighting forward. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line. Well, I know it says running back on the roster, Brock, but this guy's having a pretty great start catching the football instead.
It's what the best of them do. I mean, look around the league. These running backs want to get paid, right? They want theirs. Well, catch a ball like this, and trust me, you'll get yours.
Milroe with it on first. Escapes out to the left. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Denver set to take the field on offense. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. No one's around him. He's got space. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. This is Ingram, looking left side. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends would get you.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
in the red zone on 1st. Escapes the pocket. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
And he's got it for the touchdown, but while they celebrate, so back near the line, we've got a flag, Brock, in the neighborhood we usually see holding.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. And again, it's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
It's a screen play to Warren. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Complete to Jalen Warren. A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Mile High in just a moment. Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Raiders and quarterback Jalen Milroe readying for their next drive. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go, here we go. Liking 18. Ready.
And off to Chubb to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Let's go.
Here's Genty running right. Has a lane past the 45. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That one hits for 30. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Off the play fake, Milroe. That one's caught along the left sideline. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Give up the guns. It's Jeanty. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Ready, set.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Ready, up, ready, up.
Here's Milroe to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the grab and start this one off. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. From the gun, Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. First down from the 42.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw it. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up second down. One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. Trying to lob that one in, but no luck. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 12 is here. After this weekend, 2/3 of the regular season will be in the rearview mirror. Let's get into the highlights. Our trip around the NFL.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Raiders are ready for another drive on offense as Jacoby Myers heads out. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most. And we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. We go play action here. It's Milroe. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will. and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10, he keeps it on the option. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Raiders first down.
Milroe looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's a Vegas first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Milroe, first and 10. Buying some time right. That ball is loose. Oh, but this one bounces out of bounds. So in the end, no gain on the play. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Throwing now, Milroe. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. From the red zone now. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders push their lead to 18. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Harvey now to return it. Things going well so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on first, here's Darnold. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be second down. Warren here from the gun. And they find him after just a yard, and it's third down.
Taken down at the 41. A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
To the air on third and long. And it's Bullard to catch outright. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First down. First and 10.
To throw, here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Heads out on the bootleg. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Yikes. as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Massive hit! The ball is out! And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
Retains possession.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him.
Bradley Pinion.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Starting from the 5. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Pistol now for Milroe. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They gain 11 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And he is down to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. Now it's Milroe. Gets this one to Myers. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it. Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble, but the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. Well, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Genty is in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Raiders grow the lead now to 22 points. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Harvey now to return it. Escapes a defender. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here comes the Bronco offense. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. We get it on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. 1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Blitz coming. Darnold. Short pass brought in. Free inside the 30. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos shave some off the deficit late in the quarter.
Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target, on time, big plays can follow.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
19.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion.
Set to kick off.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Raiders and quarterback Jalen Milroe ready for their next drive. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey. Got it. Go.
Milroe from the gun. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Pat Surtain has it.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Broncos, 1st down.
Play fake, Darnold. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. And he's got a man, complete. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Broncos, 25.
This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And they're already up by 2 scores, Bronk, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Back. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Off the play fake, Milroe. He's going deep this time. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And he takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Thornton short, it's Milroe. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Milroe with it on 1st. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down throw here from Milroe. He's trying to push the field. He's got it inside the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Working inside the red zone. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. He's going to throw it again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They're going to run it with Genty. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Raiders can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Darnold has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. And again, it's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Taking a deep shot here. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up. Now, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions. just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too. Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
On third down, Jeanty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Collects this at the 32. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Broncos offense all set to go. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Rolling on first, here's Darnold. Finds the in route complete. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46.
And the Broncos first down.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Darnold looking to throw. They're trying to set the screen. Doubled. And they bring him down around the 34. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap.
First down. 1st and 10.
One final shot here. He's taking a final shot at the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a